of the exhibition, allowing Egyptians to feel a sense of stability and calm in order to attend and take part in such cultural events. Regarding books banned from their content, Megahid assured that no books are banned for participating, saying that he supports freedom of expression. Megahid added that no books could be banned without a court verdict. Egyptian ambassador to Poland, Rida Babers, said 11-year-old girl Hannah Sameh won the 17th award of the International Competition of Artistic Innovation of Children and Youth. The competition was held in Toruń, Poland, and was entitled Always Green, Always Blue. The main subject of the competition was about the environment and how to preserve it. Babers added that the organizing committee chose 1,218 works of art from 50 different countries to take part in the competition, of which 3 came from Egypt. The jury awarded prizes for 48 workers, including the prize granted to Sameh. U.S. archaeologists have uncovered a tomb in southern Egypt of a previously unknown pharaoh who ruled 3,700 years ago, antiquities officials said on Wednesday. The discovery by a team between the 18th and 15th century BC, the officials said. A royal cartouche bearing the full name of Pharaoh Senembeke was found on the sarcophagus and on a wall of the tomb unearthed in the ancient city of Abydos. The head of the Antiquities Ministry Pharaonic Department, Ali Al-Asfar, said the team also recovered the skeleton of a pharaoh, which suggested he stood at 185 centimeters tall. From the University of Pennsylvania provided new evidence that at least part of Egypt may have escaped the rule of Hyksos, invaders from that of what is now Syria, who dominated the Nile Delta.
I'm here today in this cultural event to present my new art in this very professional art and culture event organized by the Association of Fine Arts, headed by artist Adil Thabit. The most important point in this culture events is to collect all these people together to see what's the new and what the innovation of fine arts in all sectors, starting from the art of design, or painting, or sculpture, or all kind of fine arts, and to present it to the young artists and the whole society. But here in the Palace of Art, the place is, as usual, is very professional, and a huge area, including all kind of arts presented, and in the annual occasions like Biennale of Cairo, like the Youth Salon, like a lot of art events presented here in Cairo, Egypt. Is very important also for the young people, young artists, and the students of the Faculty of Fine Arts, and all the artists of Egypt. Today I'm presenting the new art, the new fine art direction. I'm working on it for the last 2 years. It's called Egyptian abstract. As far as we know that Egypt is a multi-civilization or a cosmopolitan country, so we have a lot of arts and monuments like pharaohs, Islamic, Arabian, Nubian, Mediterranean, and African. We have a lot of civilizations here in Egypt. We should present all this in our new art directions, which is called Egyptian abstract. That's the main subject I will present it today or tonight in the Art of Palace, the Palace of Art, for this culture event.
The Egyptian Photography Salon is hosting an exhibition here, their annual exhibition, where each photographer gets to choose a theme for their portraits. But the main themes that they seem to be focusing on is black and white. So let's go take a look at this exhibition. Joining us is Samia Kamel, who's a painter and a photographer, and is going to tell us a bit about her work right here. Can you tell us a bit about your work? It seems to be very oriental in nature.
Yes, I like very much to take photos of anything about heritage. I like very much to take photos of mosques and old Cairo. So I'm participating today with two of my photos. One of them is about the mosque. I was fascinated about the ceiling and the column and the chandelier. So I took this photo. And the other one is about a lantern shop. And the vendor is too relaxed, and he's sitting with a relaxing way. So I like this to capture this scene.
The picture of the mosque kind of looks like a painting, not just a piece of photography. How did you get this to work for you? I mean, how did you make this happen?
I'm originally a painter, so I'm looking a little bit from a painter side. And I was obsessed about the combination of the ceiling with everything inside. So that's why I take this picture. I took this picture. Yes.
My last question is, a lot of the people who are displaying their pictures next to you have black and white. Why didn't you go with the idea of black and white as well?
I like very much the black and white, but I didn't try to make it. But maybe in the near future I will do the black and white.
We're joined right now by Adel Amin, who's a photographer and taking part in today's exhibition. He'll tell us a bit about his photos. Could you tell us a bit about the idea of using black and white?
Well, yeah, actually, black and white actually is the original of photography. And I really like black and white very much because it really gives me the real picture. In color, you can be taken by the colors itself. But in black and white, you concentrate on the subject itself. And in those pictures, actually, the main subject is ballet, as you see. And why do I photograph ballet? Because I'm having a study on movement. And I made a comparison once between movement made by the human body and movement in architecture. And I realized that the movement with the human body is more effective because I see it moving. I see the movement traversing from one to the other. So that's why when I freeze the picture like this, for instance, I can imagine what are they going to do afterwards, you know? So this is the main purpose. Why do I like taking pictures of ballet?
What about the movement itself within the picture? Is it easy to capture or is it not? I mean, do you wait for certain moments in the movement?
Yes, exactly. I wait for a certain moment. And this is really, because this I take it as a challenge. Because you see, I didn't see this ballet before. No, but I took the picture in the moment when I really felt it. So when I feel it, I take it. Sometimes it doesn't work very well. So because I chose the wrong moment, for instance, or something. But usually I choose the moment because I have to expect a little bit. I mean, photographing ballet, I must have some expectations. What are they going to do? A movement like this? What are they is it going this way or going that way? You know, so that's why this is the challenge that I go through.
You also seem to be interested in the human body itself. Does this make, like, I mean, is it therapeutic for you, for instance, or for someone who's looking at the picture of seeing this motion? Does it form some sort of therapeutic action towards the audience?
Therapeutic?
Yes, I mean, if you look at it, movement in itself can be used in a way of therapy. I was just talking earlier with...
No, it's just artistic movements.
Yes, it's just artistic.
I mean, you know, moving on the stage with music, lighting, and everything. And then the thing is, we see all of this at the same moments. Movement, clothes, lighting, everything. We see it at the very moment, you know, when you're watching it on stage, you know. So this is the interesting thing in it.
So could you tell us, do you try to capture emotions in your picture?
What I try to capture actually is the soul of the dancer, because they dance inside out. They dance with all their guts, all their, whatever they have inside, they take it out. And you can feel it when you watch dancing. For instance, someone who is not dancing this way, you can say, you know, it can pass, okay. But when you see the dancer on the stage dancing with the soul, because every movement has a soul, you know, and every movement has a beginning and an end, and you know, a climax, you know, like here, for instance, this is the climax of the movement, you know, because having the hands like this, I mean, it has to go somewhere else, you know, it has to go down or inside, or you know, so. Those are the moments I try to capture.